So one of the things about this project that I want you guys to do is understand that long, skinny things can be used to organize a bunch of smaller pieces. So you guys are going to be looking at 2.5 ways of using long, skinny things to organize all these elements. One of those is going to be called a cruciform shape. Okay? So a cruciform shape is a shape, right, where two things meet at a 90-degree angle. So this is a cruciform shape right here. Okay? And what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be using small pieces of tape to create a design of all of these pieces. The rule is you can have no coplanar faces. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of put it like that. I'm going to put a piece of tape there. Another rule that you guys have to abide by is that everything has to meet at 90-degree angles. So nothing is going to be kind of at an off angle. And it might take several more pieces of tape than that to do it. Okay? All right, so there's one. And this is a cruciform connection. Okay? All right, a different way to do this would be to create a vertical cruciform connection. And that would be where the crossing goes this direction. That's why I said 2.5, because this one's kind of the same as this one, just turned up on edge. Okay? A different one is going to be a linear arrangement to where you bring two of these together in some fashion. Again, no coplanar faces. And you join them and then use those to in turn organize these pieces. Okay? So really it's two. If you wanted to think of it as three, here's three that we could do. We could do cruciform where you can clearly see the X. We can do an L shape where you have a little bit protruding one past the other, but it pretty much is making an L. And then we can have linear, which creates kind of a long line. Okay? So how many minutes are we at? 2 minutes and 30 seconds? All right, so I got plenty of time. So here goes. I'm going to go ahead and do these in a linear arrangement. And what I'm going to do is tape them up so that they don't move on me. Drafting dots work okay for this too. But you have to do it a lot. You got to put them all over the place. Okay? You can't just put 1 and 2 here because they'll start to come apart really fast. So you guys are going to create a composition that expresses this idea of repetition. Okay? So in your first subtraction project, you guys explored the idea of repetition, right? So now you're going to be exploring the idea of repetition again. I'm going to have to put some weight on it to kind of balance it. So you need to take all of these parts that you guys have made, right? And you need to put them into an overall shape. So for example, I might say I'm going to create a module of two things like this. So I'm going to have two of these that are identical. So I'm going to take this one and this one and this one and this one and put them together, right? And then I'm going to connect those to this thing over here. So maybe I put one there and one there, right? And I attach them, and that kind of balances it from falling over.
They can't be coplanar, can they?
The bottom, where the ground hits, I will allow it to be coplanar if you want to.
Collinear.
The bottom, down here on the floor, see how these are sitting on the ground and these are sitting on the ground? That's coplanar. That means the two planes are in the same plane. So the bottom of this one and the bottom of that one share this plane. Okay? So there's that. I might take this one and put it here, and this one and put it here, or it'd be look more interesting if I put them off to the side like this. So I could connect those there, or I could connect them down like that. Okay, and then I have these to kind of use, and so those in turn, I might start putting in here like this, right? And then finally, I end up with these last pieces. And there I have a composition that I've made. It's a composition that is using a long line as its organizing element. So L shape, we'll call it, line, and crossing. Those are the three different ones that you're going to do. Okay, once you have this sort of laid out and done, your next task is going to be to take your phone and document this design. So you will have to take your phone and you're going to have to take a picture from above straight down. Okay. Then you'll have to take a picture from straight on, that's an elevation. Then another picture from this side, another picture from that side, and another picture from this side. So this is the top, right? And we could call this call that the front, the back, the left, the right. Okay? And then in addition to that, you typically will take some from 45 degrees. So you see the thing as a 3D object. So in total, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shots per composition. Okay? So you are to do this for long linear, L shape, and cruciform. Okay? And they're to be all taped together. Start with the long linear, then do the L shape, and then finish with the cruciform shape. I should be able to, the cruciform shape is the last one you'll do, I should be able to pick it up and look at it. Okay? All right, any questions? That's your task. I'm going to go down and look at something for the Design Village people, and then I'm going to come up and collect all of your boxes and drawings.